Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Doodles, Sketches and Studies. I am the Creative Welshman and today I'm going to talk about the things I want to see in the new Tomb Raider Remastered collection, which covers the 4th, 5th and 6th game in the series, which being Last Revelation, Angel of Darkness, and of course Chronicles. Now, growing up, I was a huge Tomb Raider fan. In fact, I can see the original games on my shelf from here as I'm recording. First game that I got was Tomb Raider 3 actually. But eventually, I got all the classic games on the PS1. And the first game I had on the PS2 was Angel of Darkness. Yeah. It's a hell of a first game to have. Yeah, and what would I like to see in the remastered collection? These games? Well, first of all, I want to see the return of Croft Manor. Yeah, it's sort of a staple of the classic games, but with Last Revelation they didn't have time to put it in, so that game basically had no tutorial, which also means that you had no opportunity to learn the controls properly. And Chronicles had to put in a special tutorial area in the first level that you could completely skip over for whatever reason. And Angel of Darkness was supposed to have a return to Croft Manor, but that was cut out, along with like 2 whole levels. So yeah, Return of Croft Manor, I don't know if they would make it sort of like one version of Croft Manor for all 3 games, or if they would do 3 different versions of Croft Manor, because according to some of the rumours from the behind the scenes with Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, Lara was supposed to have, in a drunken episode, accidentally burnt down the entire mansion. But yeah, that would be interesting. It would be interesting to sort of have Croft Manor in its many different states. Another thing I want, Last Revelation needs a bloody hint system, because that's the kind of game where you, unless you have a guide, you're basically wandering around going, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And there's one example of this sort of like early on, that you go to the it's sort of like 3 levels built into one, but you sort of traverse between the 3 of them, trying to collect different items so you can get into the I think it's like Tomb or Temple of Set or something, in order to get one of the these important armor pieces or something. And there's a bit where you need to shoot a boulder. The thing is, there is no hint whatsoever in the game that you ever need to shoot this boulder. It's one boulder, and it never requires you to do that ever again. So I think that's poor planning on the developers' parts. There was supposed to be some sort of hint system involving Lara's diary. So, if possible, they should find a way to re-include that hint system, so that if you're stuck, Lara can just all go, you can look at the hint system and go, oh, that boulder looks like I could shoot it or something. Yeah. And of course, when you get to Alexandria, that's when the game stops being fun and starts being very annoying with its poor signposting. It's not a very enjoyable experience. It's fun when you know what you're doing, but it's not when it's making you play literal guess what the developers were thinking. And I'd rather they didn't do that. So yeah, Tomb Raider 4 needs its hint system back in. You don't really need it for Chronicles, and Angel of Darkness already had the diary system in place, so that's not an issue. It's just Tomb Raider 4 that needs it the most. I would like to have a level select for all three games. And I know that they're putting in Lara's dual pistols for Angel of Darkness. Because apparently that's going to be a pickup in one of the levels, probably Von Croy's apartments. Aside from I don't really think there's anything else you'd put in Chronicles. Level select, yeah, that's probably about it actually. Because I'm not sure what other improvements you can make to that game. Unless of course you wanted to include a couple of new levels. At that point you're just adding original content, so you may as well make an original game. With Angel of Darkness, what I would really love to see is the cut content being restored. I don't just mean adding one or two areas, I mean re-including what was originally cut out of the original release to hit the deadline. Because we only ever got the Paris and Prague chapters. There was supposed to be levels set in Germany and Turkey. And the original final boss for the game would involve you having to fight through a whole bunch of memories as you try and stab Eckhard with the Period shards. And of course these were going to be based on traumatic memories that Lara never really got over, i.e. the plane crashed in the Himalayas. Yeah, that was going to be a whole level unto itself. Being buried alive in the Great Pyramid, that was going to be a whole level. We were supposed to have gotten that. And an interesting one, the Lost Valley. Yes. That was going to be the inclusion of dinosaurs in the game. Work that one out. So, what's that? That was going to be sort of what the final boss of Angel of Darkness was going to be like. The Prague chapter was going to be completely different. Because you know you got the streets, the apartments, and the Stravov, and the research facility. Well, at some point, you would have had to have made your way back through the research facility, out the Stravov, and back to the apartment to finish off one of the puzzles, because Lara needed information that could only be found there, while Curtis was off doing whatever Curtis was doing. And then you would make your way back through the Stravov back into the research facility to complete the rest of that level. And apparently the inspector guy who helps you at the beginning was supposed to have ended up being a traitor who was working with the Monstrum, aka Eckhard. And then both Lara and Curtis would have to flee on his motorbike to Germany, where they would go to the castle where Eckhard was previously imprisoned by the Lux Veritatis. And we were also supposed to have gotten a small level based on Eckhard escaping from that castle. But yeah. And then sort of like Curtis would get injured. The villains would make off with the paintings which had the engravings on them to perform sort of like this awakening ritual. And from there, Lara would have to take Curtis's bike and go to Turkey to the Nephilim temple, using context clues that she found in the castle to stop this ritual from happening. And then it would have been revealed that some of the characters in the Cabal that were working with Eckhard were actually plotting against him, because they saw him as like a threat, and all they wanted to do was revive the Nephilim so they could continue existing, and would actually help Lara defeat Eckhard and point out the importance of the period shards. And that with all 5 of them, Eckhard's powers wouldn't work on Lara. Yeah, it was supposed to be 5 period shards, not 3. And of course, you would have a complicated boss fight that would involve using the this giant disc that you would need to match the element of Eckhard's attacks to properly damage to prevent the ritual. Because from some of the design documents I read, the whole memory things were supposed to have come in the second game, because they were cutting a lot of content at the time. So, make that what you will, but that was going to be in the final release, and I would have loved that. It would have been a very epic way to close off the story that they were trying to tell, which was going to be the first of a 3-part series, which would later expand to 5, so like a quadrilogy. And there was going to be a standalone Curtis Trent game. So, yep. Now you know all that. You too would want all that content to come back. But I hear you ask, wouldn't that be a remake then? Well, yes and no. I mean, Shadow Man, which got remastered I think last year, re-included a lot of the cut content that was supposed to be in it originally. So, yeah, it can be done. You just need to be very clever with how you do it. So yeah, I want to see the cut content restored in Angel of Darkness. I want a hint system in Last Revelation. The return of Croft Manor. The level select to return in all 3 games. I mean, oh yeah, over here I was struggling to figure out what to do with the background, so you're going to see me go nope, 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 nope. Yeah. Apart from that, the developers Aspire so basically said they were going to make Lara's return all the more mysterious, so there's hope that they can at least figure out a way to incorporate the missing content, because we were supposed to figure out how she escaped from that pyramid at the end of the game. We were going to play that, and we didn't get it. I mean, you can see me here using the marker brush. Very interesting. I would like to experiment with that brush a bit more in the future. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm hoping that with these remasters that we get new games based in this trilogy. And that's yeah, so we get new games, get the original Angel of Darkness trilogy, have new Avengers, bring back classic Lara, give the fans what they want, and just make Tomb Raider great again. I mean, that's all I really want at the end of the day. Proper Tomb Raider to come back. And I think Aspire should be the developers to make that happen. And it's quite a shame really that Crystal Dynamics have full run of the series up until this point. And they just weren't giving the fans what they wanted, which was real Lara Croft. And these days, they're just obsessed with giving us Larry Cock instead. Who is, by the way, the joke name that I give to the new modern Lara Croft. I refer to that as Larry Cock, because it's not Lara Croft. Lara Croft is brave, strong, sexy, fearless. Does what she wants, whenever she wants. God, I'm so glad I did all the shading. Yeah. But Larry Cock ain't Lara Croft. Larry Cock is an insecure, emotional crybaby who basically doesn't have any balls, despite being made to look like a man. And well, that's a shame, because it's basically saying that women aren't allowed to be strong, independent, fearless, and, you know, actually capable of doing things on their own, being free-spirited. To me, a strong woman is someone who, someone who's like confident in their skills and ability. And that is not modern Lara. It's not Larry Cock. Which is why I'm glad that we're getting these remasters, so people can actually experience what real Tomb Raider is. Yeah. How pretentious is that? Real Tomb Raider. I mean, as much as I enjoyed the first game in the Survivor trilogy, I watched Let's Plays of the other two. Couldn't really be bothered to finish the Let's Play of Shadow of the Tomb Raider because it just wasn't really gripping me. It was like they decided to do the Last Revelation storyline, but they did it poorly. Oh my god, we're nearly at the end of this video. So yeah, I'm just gonna go now. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell me, what are your favourite memories of playing Tomb Raider? I was never any good at it as a kid, but I still enjoyed them. And to this day, I still discover all the strange and wonderful things people can do. Like leave Willard's lair without collecting any of the artifacts. Which I didn't think was possible. So anyway, bye!